Welcome to my YouTube channel Tech with Vikky. Today I am going to show you how to create to-do project. So let's start. First of all, we have to open Eclipse IDE, then create dynamic web project. Just give its name. I will give it to do project 2 because I have already to do project. That's why it's showing error. Now start. After that, we have to add some jar files like we have to store data in database like that. We have to store MySQL connector and Servlet API. In that web content folder, web INF folder, lib folder. In that lib folder, we add those jar files. So let's add. I will just copy it from here. I will provide the link for MySQL connector just to go and download there. After adding, just let's create one index file in the web content folder. Index.jsp. For testing purpose, we have to provide this just to test. It's working or not. So run on server. Sorry for audio disturbances, guys. What happened? Little bit slow. This is yeah. Our program is working. So just add some packages in src folder. New package com.tech dot. I will provide first of all the DAO class, DAO package. Then we need to add servlet package com.servlet package. After that, add entity package because we are providing columns in that entity package. So add com.entity. Next, we have to add one helper class to provide connection class and like a saving file and all that. Not helper. So we added. Now what we have to do means we have to add bootstrap classes, links, and also go to Google Chrome and search for bootstrap. I am going to use bootstrap 4. So come here, and the introduction you will get the proper links. So just go and download the copy and paste into the head tag. So I will zoom it to more visible. This size is okay for you, I think. Okay, so just rename the title to do project. This is Java mini project. I am going to show how to use Java in real life, how we can create websites using Java. You will learn from this website. So to check Bootstrap is working or not, just write welcome and provide some script tags. Are there now? Add those script tag. Here it is. Just copy from here and in the body last paste here. Now just reload this and you will see the change in the font type. Yes, our bootstrap is working now. But we are going to use jQuery and Ajax, so this script tag is not going to work. So we have to add another script tag, that is jQuery cdn. Just go and this minified, copy the script tag and just paste it in the place of that. Yes, we check our jQuery jQuery CDN is working or not. Just go to body below the script tag and script. Let's remove it now. Dollar document dot ready function. This is jQuery syntax. Anything we want to create in jQuery, we have to write in this, like that, this only. This is jQuery syntax. Now just if page is loaded, just I have to see alert tag. Loaded means page is loaded. Now come and refresh it. What happened? Oh, not so. Document. Okay, this is requirement. Sorry for that. Now it's work. See, alert box is coming. Now we are going to create. Just remove it. First of all, we have to navbar. We have to create navbar. Just come to Bootstrap documentation and search for navbar in the search box and just copy this in the welcome, in the place of welcome. Just paste it, format it from here. Now see our project. Yeah, it's working. In the place of navbar, we have to write here to do, because we are going to create to do. So in the place of home, we will create view to do. Okay, yeah, just remove these links and all here to here, and in the place of just this copy, view to do, add to do. Just delete this because we are not going to use any this. Okay, now okay, in the place of light, dark, place of dark, just create dark. Now let's see. It is looking good now. Now in the place of search, just click create, remove this success and put warning, because I want that button in yellow color. Yes, this is working good. See how it is. Now we are going to create links, so that's why I am going to put that link in div. So div container, container. Now go to now bootstrap and search here links and buttons. I want to buttons like this. So first our div class is equal to container. We will provide grid system. Div class equal to row. In this we are going to add two columns. Column md2. I like this. Add only one more column, Control V, and I want this 8. Just links available here and content available in this div tag. Just refresh it, how it is looking good. Just in this class equal to row offset md2. See, offset m, not md bro, it's in offset 2. Yeah, it's working. Just come to the list and copy this, paste this here. Now in the place of that buttons, just remove this and here add to do. No, here just create add to do, all to do's. To do's. In the place of this, just put add to do. Here way to do. Remove the extra stuff. Now come here and just yes, looking good. Just give content mp3. Now you see. Okay, well, now it is working. Okay, now I have to provide contents. In this content, just give this id content. I will say that why we are going to use id. So okay, now come to web content, create another JSP file. Here add to do. To add, just come to index.jsp and copy those link. paste in head tag. Here we are going to add to do, that's why add do title is add to do. Now we have to add scripts tag. So come to index.jsp, come to here, just copy and paste it here like this. Now we have to add form where we will going to show how to create to do. So come to bootstrap website documentation and search for form. Just copy this, paste it. Now what we need to add, what we need means we will provide some name, title and description what we have to do. That means we will going to add this enter title, okay, text. Just remove this, remove this, enter here, type enter title in the place of email. Just this, remove this small tag. I'm not going to use any small tag. In this, remove this checkbox. Okay. Now in the place of password, type is equal to text. Here content. What we are going to use, what we are going to add, what we are going to do in detail. That's my in detail means let's add text area. Here apply class form control to see run server. This is looking good. I want this button in center, so copy this, cut this button and put it into div class equal to container. Okay, apply text center. Now we will see that button into center. Okay, I want this all form tag into div class equal to container fluid. Now see this, what happens here. In the page we got margins. Okay, item and description. Okay, here if you see this, okay, now what we need means just in the place of primary warning, I want this button become yellow. Okay, now it is working perfectly. Okay, if you put required attribute, then if you submit, then definitely you have to enter some values. That's why I put all the columns in attributes required. So let's start. Now come to index.jsp. Whenever we will here, whenever we will click on add to do, that page has to open. So what we will do means we will do scripting tag means if we if anyone click on button add to do, that form has to come here, open here. So what we will do means script we will write script here add to do here on click we'll going to create function. Instead of add to do, we will put we'll give attributes called on click. Whenever user click on add to do button, then this function is getting called. So we have to create a function. So now to create function in a script, we have to write function and that function name. What will we do? We have to pass page name. What we are going to give. What we are giving. So that whenever user click on this button, it has to open add to do.jsp. So just provide add to do.jsp. Whenever user click on this button, this function is getting called. So this function will come here, and this add to do we have to store in some variable, like we can store in temporary data. So use tempo. Now initialize that temp into t is equal to temp. Okay, now enter temp variable what we will store add to do.jsp, and this add to do.jsp is stored in t variable. So now just create one loader here in content folder. We will going to create div class equal to, now we are going to create one more div tab container. Give h3. Now what happens, just come to Google Chrome and search for font awesome w3 schools. So this, and come to intro, copy this link and paste here. Just see what happens. I want this into center. So what we have to do? We have to apply class equal to text center. Let's see. Now it's okay. Come here. Give it container. Provide ID. Whenever user click on that button, so show content. Give the name ID equal to show content, and here give this ID is equal to loader. Okay. Now what happens? Nothing will be changed. Come here. Whenever a user click on add to do, what happens means just initially make this div tag into hide. We have one attribute and property, CSS property called display none. So now it will not show. Now what we'll do means whenever a user click on function comes here, and now dollar hash loader dot show, and this has to be hide. Show content. Whenever user do, whenever user click on add to do function, it passes this as a variable in the variable temp. Now it stores in t because we are using now it's stored in temp. So now what we need to do means whenever user click on button, loader has to show. So for that we need to create dot show, and this show content will get hidden. Now what happens, just look at this. Whenever user click on add to do, it's working. So we have to pass the request. So for that what we will do means we will use Ajax. So how to write Ajax in jQuery dollar dot Ajax. This is the syntax to write Ajax. What we will pass URL. In the URL, if user click on add to do.jsp, just write here t. Next. Now just create success function. Success, whenever it gets success function, whenever user click on add to button, and it comes. Now loader will show. First loader will show, this will get hidden. And after that, whenever when the request is get success, then console log data. We want data in the console, how it is working or not. To see that, just open inspect in the console tab. Whenever user click on add to do, nothing is getting working. Add to do dot JSP. Now see, whatever in this add to do.jsp, that will comes into our console. So we need to do whenever I get success, then we need to show this. So what we will do is just copy this, paste this here. This will get hidden. This will show. In this we need to write HTML data. That is what comes. Just copy this HTML data. Now see what is going on. Just here see, whenever we click on add to do, first loader will come, then this is coming. See, working. Okay, perfectly. Now like this, whenever we click on add to do, this blue color has to come in come to this button, add to do button. So for that we will, what we will do, just see, come here and give all the button name, button class name, one, provide one class, like that's all our link now, so provide c link. Just copy here. Now these three buttons contain class name as c link, so come here, and for that first remove that. Just see what happens. Now why we want that active button into that add to do button, so come here, just provide this as one more variable like comma this, and here this that this is stored into some variable called abc. Now whenever now we have to cast that abc dollar abc dot add class active. Now just see what happens. Is it working? Yes, this is working fine. Right now designing part is over. We have to create this backend part for this, for adding to-dos. So we have to create table. I have already to, but I am going to create new one. So right click, create database. I will give a to project. In that create tables, we are going to store only create tables, only to do. So to do. In that what we will id is integer type, length is just give it 10, primary key not null, auto increment, give it auto increment. Now name means title, what we are going to be use as a title, so varchar this is 50, not null. Okay, now what we need is content, so what we are going to content varchar, I will give 1000 character. This is also not null. Just save it. Our table is created, so come here and open table. How this is our table, so come here. Now what we'll need means go to Java resources and in the helper class new sorry, new class. We are going to connection from JDBC. So for that, connection provider, create connection provider class. Now this is open. First import all java.sql string symbol. Now private connection. Use java.sql connection. Give it variable name connection. Now create public. Here create static because we are going to use this as class name dot method name. Public static connection provider means getting connection or not. So get connection. We will create method called get connection and this is return connection. Means this is returns URL. Okay. To create one minute class dot funnel com dot mysql dot jdbc driver. Okay. Now give con equal to driver manager dot get connection of come here jdbc mysql localhost 3306 database name. So for that what we will create a to do project, right? In to do project your SQL password, mine is root, username is root and password is also root. So semicolon. Whatever. Okay, this is connection. Put this into try and catch block because exception will come. This working fine or not? To see that, just come to index no index.jsp. class, just create one h1. We are going to use the script expression tag, and we will call this object is getting created. So our helper class is correctly working. So remove this the steps. Now what we are going to create means we'll create entity for the to do table. So this to do table contains id, title, content. So come here and in the entity package, come here, new class to do. This contains private id int height private string name title private string content. Alt shift click on the button Alt Shift S and create constructor using field. Select all, generate. Click again, press again Alt Shift S and constructor from using fields. Now instead just remove id and click on generate. Now press again and generate constructor from superclass. Okay, generate. Now click again Alt Shift S, create generator, generate setters and getters method. Select all and create generator and getters and setter method. Now our entity class is over. So now we will create DAO class for the to do. So we will go to DAO package and new class and we will create to do DAO. Okay, just finish. This DAO class contains connection. Just here also we are going to import all the packages in java.sql. So con Alt Shift S, generate constructor from superclass. Now we are going to work with database into this with the help of this class. So how we are going to use this class to do dot java? Just see this. Now just create public boolean insert to do. this contains to do object. So let's take as t. Now what is this is returning is return just here create boolean by default we will provide this value as false. Return f. Now write string query is equal to insert into table name. Table name is to do insert values. How many values are there? Only two, because id is auto incremented. So provide column name, title and content. So right here title comma content. Now create try, because exception SQL exception is coming. So catch just try. We are going to use prepared statement. So for that prepared statement, if you don't know JDBC how to connect with database and how to insert, just comment below. I will provide this video on JDBC also. Definitely I will create the video on JDBC also. So con dot prepare statement, what is it going to take? Query. So now ps not execute update whenever f is equal to true. Whenever user try to pass this this to do object into this method, it now we will add this question mark values. So for that what we'll do means ps dot set title is string, so set string first and title, that means t dot get title. Now second one ps dot set string to, and this is content, so p dot get t dot get content. Okay, fine. Now title is inserted into this query, content is this, so it will work fine. So now come to servlet class. Where is servlet package? Here create new uh, servlet by first of all open index.jsp. Here whenever user click on function submit here add to do.java. Where is add to do.jsp? Yes, here it is. Whenever user submit this submit button, action equal to do servlet and method give post. Just copy this. Now in the place of servlet, just create new servlet, give it this name and go to servlet. Let's remove this extra stuffs. We are fetching the values from post method. So uh, remove all the extra stuffs, and here we are fetching the values from front end. There is add to do dot add to do dot JSP. Here enter title input. Here just give name is equal to title. Copy. Here name is equal to content. This is content. So here to content. By using this name attributes, we are going to fetch the values in this text field to the servlet. So how to fetch this fetch those values? Just see. We are fetching string title is equal to with the request with this request variable, we are going to HTTP serverless request variable. We are going to fetch get parameter. What is name we provided their title, so the title values will comes here. Now next string title equal to request dot get parameter of content. Now what happens means here just give this content. Just check whether a value is coming or not. So to check this, we are going to create printer out.print. Just check content only. No. Whenever user click on here, title means something. Hey, Java developer. Whenever user submit, status 404 not found. To do servlet. Here it is. It is giving request to do servlet. Here is our servlet. Here it is. Servlet. Yeah. Yes. Just run as server. Rerun it. Let's see. Value is coming into the servlet. Here we are. Value is here. Value is coming. So let's just put this as a comment. Now create to do title content. Here title, here content. Okay. Now this need connection. So for that, provider dot get connection. Okay. Now just call dav dot insert to do, and we just pass this to do object. If this will get true, means just in go to browser, refresh this add page, add to do.jsp, come here, hey, I'm a Java programmer. Now just submit the request. And then let's see, it is showing success. That means what happens, I will explain that. What happens means user is going to see this. User is going to see this. The values all contains this input comes to this servlet by using name attribute. This name attribute and then name called title. The name attribute, this will be stored in this string variable name title. This content will be stored in the string content variable content. So now what happens means we are creating one object, that to do object. While creating to do object, we pass this title and content into that object. With the help of that to do object, just we will pass this to do object into to do DAO object, and for the, using that DAO object we will call this method insert to do, where here we are having to do DAO.java. Here whenever insert to do gets in this object to do, what happens means this will execute, and if this will work correctly, then f value will changes to from false to true. Now if value is true, so return f, that means return true. Whenever user return true, just we want some message called success. So give this name as success. Now see, this is success. So just see this database, data is inserted successfully. So now again insert something something others. So uh, hello, I will become a full stack developer. Just submit it. Success. Now whenever we get success message, just see this second data is also getting inserted. So